Welcome back to the campfire. Today we are going to be playing Delta V, Rings of Saturn. Now, to address the elephant in the room, yes, we will be returning to SWI. And I need to turn this music down just a tiny bit. There we go. That way it's not drowning me out here. There we go. Make a few adjustments to the audio. SWI, we're going to be returning to it. They just made a release stating that the new update is coming in shortly, which will probably break our save. I will have to take a look at that. They're just waiting to test if the final release of X4 7.1 beta is going to break anything or not. And it's bringing along some storyline stuff and more huge updates to Star Wars Interworlds, which I'm excited for. So we'll be revisiting that in a little bit. But I just needed something else to do, and this game actually turns out to be very good. I'm enjoying it a lot, so I wanted to show it to you guys. Without getting too much further into this and, spending too much time rambling on, can we... Okay, we can't set the actual name. Crimson Whisperer, that's fine. Parallel Universe, I think this just changes the seed. Goes from 0 all the way up to elite. Got it. Let's just set 354.
You have to question everything.
Oh, I accidentally skipped the... Yeah, because I wanted to go play with the audio settings a little bit, turn it up just a tiny bit. Alright, we'll exit to main menu. We'll do that over. Let's go with Proud Silver. Here we go.
You have to question everything. Why do people go missing in the rings? The company blames pirates. But why would anyone resort to piracy? There is no money to be made there. No glory. Only fear and, ultimately, death. Why would you choose that life? And why doesn't the company just blow them all up with an orbital strike? Don't tell me they don't know where they're hiding, with that array of telescopes watching everything.
Alright, this is a really well done cinematic. And kaboom.
Wants you to be an obedient little drone. Master Ever doesn't care if it shoots ice, rocks, ships, or stations. They know that, and they hope you won't figure it out. They aren't your friend. Question everything.
Okay, that was kind of cool. Is there more, or is it just... Oh, there's a loading bar. Got it. And then we're at the station. Now you got your mineral market. And this shows you the estimated value of minerals at the moment. So like H2O is worth $100 per meter cubed, or is it meter squared? It's meter cubed. Volume, obviously. And then you got beryllium, which is the most expensive, and also, obviously, the rarest mineral. Iron, which is 903. And this is what they're valued at right this minute before we even leave. So that will fluctuate as you travel to and from the ring, as you find and sell things, as the NPCs find and sell things. You can change up what you've got here in your equipment. You have three sorry. You have three main equipment slots. High stress point, which is your middle of the machine, front arm. And then you've got two side off-centered hard points on this on your starting ship. Currently we have mass driver and then nothing. And the mass driver it'll split a rock for you, but it also tends to send things flying. So we'll want to upgrade that as soon as we can. Nano drones, I believe these repair your ship somewhat out in space. Reactor, I don't think we can actually really upgrade anything except for this. So the baffles they create these two little green things right there on your cargo hold. And they're one-way doors, so they allow minerals in, but they don't let things back out. So if you turn your ship without that and you have the front hatch open, things can fly out. It's not necessary, but it is very helpful in certain situations. So I almost always, I've been buying it. I only played this for the first time last night. Heads up display. What does this change? Oh, okay, so that changes the information down at the bottom. Or along the set. So it changes the position and color? Oh, that is so cool. Kind of like that one, but we'll leave this at default for the moment. That seems more cosmetic than anything. Then you launched, or hold on. We can go and take a look at fleet. Currently, it's just our one ship, the Proud Silver. And this is the default ship. It's neither good nor bad. It just kind of does what it does. You can buy other ships of varying types. Like this is another of ours. This is the Eagle Prospector, Elon Interstellar Model E. Of course, we can't afford any of these at the moment, but you want to keep an eye. If you're in the market for a ship, you kind of want to keep an eye to see as prices rise and fall. Crew, which can help you in various different ways. So like ups the repair limit of an object because all right, so that's something to go over real quick too. All right, so you have two options when you repair something. You have fix and replace. Fix can get you closer to 100%, but it can never go back to 100%. It'll diminishing returns getting closer and closer back to 100% when you break something or damage something. Replace just replaces it entirely. And then you can do tuning to fine-tune something to the way you want it to be. I haven't really played with this too much, but apparently like you can overclock your reactor. You can you can change the autopilot settings. You can change like how much energy something the mass driver is using so that it shoots out at a higher damage power. But we're going to leave these at default for the moment because we don't really have the electricity balance to really play with it too much yet. Crew. This is what we were looking at, and you can push the systems a little bit more during a ring dive. Tactile awareness increases your awareness of other ships in the field, which may actually want to use this one. Because the other good option I'm seeing here is price prediction and mineral discovery range. Elgis will estimate compositions and prices of minerals within a radius around your ship. We could save up and hire somebody who's better at that. Yeah, the tactical awareness is actually something that's really useful. I'm going to stick with that one and we can hire somebody else next time. Let's hit a ring dive. And they let us dive out. Just gotta wait for this. And this is how you land in. So you have a couple of different options, and I could be using the remote control for this, but I'm not. I haven't really played around with that, and I don't want to do that for the video. I'm just going to play this the way I know how to do it. So right click can force orient you in a direction, changes your bearing. W pushes you forward, S pushes you back, Q rotates you counterclockwise, E clockwise. A pushes your ship horizontally to the right, and then the left is D. You'll have your LiDAR, which kind of shows you what's around you, where minerals might be. Left clicking on an object orients you to it and starts you moving slowly towards it. Space hits the asteroid, then you have to move towards it. Enter opens up your front manifold, which allows you to take in objects into the cargo hold. And then you'll see in the cargo hold itself, those materials are starting to be processed and placed. That rock was mostly hydrogen or water and a little bit of iron. So let's turn to this rock. And it is... what is it going to be? Oh, right. I hired the person that gives us more tactical awareness. I didn't hire somebody who helps us understand what rocks are made of and what they're worth. That was more iron and water. And to my understanding, the further you go into the belt or the rings, the more things will be worth. The more valuable minerals you can find. Same with bigger rocks and other such changes. Let's grab up some rocks. And there we go. Like that one was worth palladium and some water. That one didn't have anything in it. Got it. Yeah, and some of these rocks will be empty. It's kind of you have to try and make it worth your effort, but there's never a guarantee that what you're doing is going to be worth it. And here we go. Scoop in the rock. That one was more water, a little bit more water, and a little bit of iron. So let's get closer to these rocks. One of the big upgrades is you can do a magnetic or a microwave gun, and then later a. Oh, hey, there's a free flying rock. Maybe that came out of one of the ones we shot earlier? There we go. Let's just try to catch up with it. Completely. And then a laser gun. And both will break apart rocks without imparting too much energy and sending these little bits flying. So I will need to. Those are the first things that I'm going to try to upgrade to is a microwave gun when we can. That was a little bit more iron. Oh, that was probably beryllium because it went flying really fast. Beryllium is really light and weighs almost nothing, so it tends to go flying off screen at hyperspeed. And I don't know, it could slow down if we got close enough to it. When it doesn't move all that much, it's a heavier material like palladium or platinum or tungsten. That was a little bit of palladium, it looks like. Nope. More iron. Which is fine, too. I'm not going to complain about iron. There we go. Come on. Come on. Come with me, little rock. We've got places to go. You can see a rough estimate of what you've got is worth in the cargo hold. But currently we've got 14,500 credits, or E-dollars. Well, that was okay. And if we hit that one has something that's flying pretty good. We'll see if we can catch it. But I'm going to grab the one that's coming for us first. Then we can go for that one. Notice sometimes doing the auto click, like click on something, it won't necessarily send you right to it. It'll just float alongside of it. That one's getting off screen. There. Is that... Where is it? It got too far away, didn't it? Oh no, it's hugging up against that rock. And it lost all momentum because it hit another object and didn't bust through. I mean, the physics in this game are rather well done. Though I suppose it's not incredibly complicated to do it in 2D. Still, that's impressive. Alright. Oh, that's beryllium. We should try to catch up with that. Because that is going to be worth a lot. So we're already sitting at 23,000. Gotta keep kind of an eye on where we're going because we're gonna have to slow down after we catch this. And that jumped us straight up to 36,000. There we go. All right, we're slowing down. Because you do not necessarily want to slam face first into anything. Um, Hitting an asteroid can damage your ship, and depending on how fast you're going, can do a lot of damage or no damage. All right, it's moving way too quickly. There we go. Just had to adjust the angle of the firing. All right. Let's grab that one first, try to grab the other one next. Schlorp. Come on. Okay. There. Get things out of our way. Oh, there's a rock that's just randomly flying around. We could take a look at it. We're kind of moving slowly in that direction anyways. And there's a ship coming near us. So we want to keep an eye on that. Because there are pirates out here that we do have to keep an eye out for. Alright. And we should have this rock. I think we're getting not quite full, but we are getting closer to full. And the more cargo hold filled, the heavier your ship and the slower you accelerate, but also the slower you decelerate. Because Newton's laws of thermodynamics, or Newton's laws of gravity and motion, supplemented by, the laws of relativity. Okay, we are about as full as we're getting. Just kind of out of space to stuff any more minerals into. If you notice, when we open up our mouth here, there's still rocks just kind of like crammed in. So you can hit the J key, go to the astrogator, and then if I remember right, you highlight where you want to go, plot course, and then it matches velocity to trajectory. It's basically so that you're not instantly warping away from danger. And then you're out of there. And there we go. You head back to station. And then once you're at the station, you're given the choice to sell the materials that you bought or you found, or to send them to storage. For the initial, we're just going to sell all and be done with it. And then we'll go to first our repair screen. So you'll notice that things degrade as you move, even just as you use them and move around. So like the thrusters all took damage. But it's 1 to 3%. It's really not going to make a huge difference. You are insured for up to $100,000 worth of damage. So you can use up that insurance money replacing all this, and it doesn't actually, you don't lose out. What we're going to do is I'm going to swap for a manipulator arm. And then we go over here. And our first weapon that we'll put here is going to be a mass driver. I don't necessarily like using the mass drivers, but we can't afford a microwave emitter yet. That's another 70 grand. 60 grand now that we've got the mass driver, because that's its trade-in value. Let's go to crew. See if there's anybody that we can hire that will be helping. About 5,000 only. Trainal course anticipation. Pilot will predict the course of your ship and all surrounding objects to determine if ship is in danger of collision. Discovery range, price prediction. Honestly, the price prediction isn't as huge to me, but having the mineral discovery range is nice. So now we've got 2 crew members, we've got to make more money. Then you can sleep it off until things are ready to go. Total launch fees is 3,000. We still got 12 grand. You can choose to go a little bit further in, but note the change in price. So it's going to be, this would be 40 grand just to go in. Currently, we just want to go cheapest, and we can move in on our own. Then you can click the mouse key to, or any button really, just to skip that cutscene. We don't need to see it more than once. And we're back into the field. The benefit to the manipulator arm is that if we run into a derelict ship, we can then take it home and either sell it or, you know, keep it if it's better than what we got. So let's start taking a look around. Okay, so the benefit to the arm is we can do this. Oh, come on. There we go. Anything in there? No. So let's aim at the next rock. All right, so we've got 2 things that we can grab here. But the benefit to the manipulator arm is it will grab those rocks for us and drag them straight in. And we can speed up to catch up to this rock a little bit. Come on. And that arm will grab once more. It will also try to grab the bigger rocks, and you can either jam them straight into your gullet or shoot them while it's holding it, which will also benefit things not flying away. Now, I'm going to dive us a little further in manually to the rings because, honestly, the more dense the material, the better we can find. All right, so you can see on the top left of the screen there in our radar that we have a ship that's somewhere nearby. I think it's still moving. So maybe it's not a derelict, but I want to go check it out. Come on. Oh, that works. Grab onto the rock. Does that slow us down any? No. Come on. There. Got us moving in a direction here. Trying to not go too fast, and I always screw that up. I'm getting better at this slowly but surely. Oh, no, it's another ship that's just moving around. Try not to hit the other ship. Dude. Go away. If you want to fight, we can fight. Alright. That was kind of cool. Oh, uh, well, we do have the ability to fight if we had to. But I don't think we're in a position to actually do that at the moment. That was kind of cool. I didn't notice that you could actually respond to them with that menu. Cool. All right, we're going to head back with what we got. Not doing too bad. And 50%, 60%, yada yada. All right, now we're at out we go. Sell it as prime. Ooh. There we go. We got 2 crew members popping up. All right, so we've got $43,000 worth. Let's sell all that. Thrusters are a little damaged, but nothing significant. Let's just replace the broken stuff or the damaged stuff anyways for the moment. Let's go to equipment. Can we replace you with nothing really great? All right. 10,000 short. All right. One thing I wanted to look at. A little short on that one too, but we could upgrade to the twin turbine power plant. What was... Sensors. Could go to the beamform. What does this do? Okay, so it only would give us... Yeah, so this tells us every direction. That's every direction but slower. And this is only right in front of us. So if we wanted to get better, we would do like these two. 500 milliseconds, but it's only a 30-degree angle in front of us. Yeah. Camera on this vehicle. With a larger wide angle lens. Huh. Cargo bay. Can't afford anything better. Ultra capacitor. Would cause issues there. Both thermal and... Okay. Well, how's that compare to what we've already got? Okay. So realistically, we don't need to upgrade to the dual ultra capacitors. It would benefit us to some degree, but we don't need it. We've got the standard. If we did extended or long range, let's do just a little bit bigger of that. Let's look at crew. Let's kind of stick with what we got, I guess. Though we could do with a better repair limit and jury rig efficiency, I guess. Well, let's just launch. All right. Skip that cutscene. We can go back out into the wild. Well, that was interesting. Sensor failure happened for some reason. Huh. That was very odd. Hold on. Gotta try to get ourselves back. I don't know what happened there. That was weird. Huh. I'll have to try to figure out what happened and why our sensors failed out of nowhere. Let's try to get back to that rock. Had a beryllium rock that I was locked onto, and it went shooting off into space because they always seem to. And just suddenly out of nowhere, weird sensor failure. Everything went dead and slammed into a rock suddenly. It's like, no, what's going on here? Doesn't look like anything else is happening. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see what goes on in a minute or two. Alright, we're pretty full up. Time to plot course. Nothing really interesting happened. It was. We ran across like 2 other miners, and the one almost shot us. How dare they? Kind of curious what might happen if I go ahead and fire back next time. I mean, they weren't shooting directly at us, they just almost, you know, kicked us in the teeth by accident. Let's see. Let's just sell all that. And let's go to equipment. Let's see. So we can do storage pods that can relay process minerals from a mining site. Pod will return to the designated station. Oh, yeah, we don't have the on-site yet. So we can do the microwave, which diminishes our need for ammunition. There we go. Because we don't need it. What we might need is... RAK-44 thrusters. Power production of your craft. Okay, so we would have to upgrade first our... Not that. Turbine. So we can do that, and then next time we can upgrade the power or the thrusters. And maybe the main engine? Maybe. We'll have to look at what we can do. We can wait until that's done. And then maybe I just want to try to go to a different spot. Can we go a little bit further into? Okay. Okay. Kind of in a little bit further. And we're going to start taking... So this is how the microwave gun works. As it hits over top, it starts to boil up the water a little bit, gets it cracking the rock. And that limits how much water ends up in the rocks as well. So it has a side benefit of you don't pick up nearly as much of the least valuable rock. Yeah, we're not going to grab that one. No. No row by hand. Go back down. There you go. So that's a lot of water. Water takes up a lot of space, and it is very low value. It's really funny because out in space, you'd think that water would be a fairly valuable resource. But also, when you break down the rocks like the... Yeah, no, stop. We don't want the water. But, in space, you would think water would be a far more valuable resource since it's... You have to grab it from other sources. Okay. See, that one's not so bad. It's more palladium than it is just water. With this, we've got to be a little bit more strict about what we grab, too. Got to make these runs more worth it, you know? Captain, just before we left, I saw a post on RingChan that someone got a big LiDAR hit in this area. We might be the first ones in a position to check it out since the post went up. It might be a good idea to check it out. Who knows what we might find. Kind of wish it would give me a position for that. Like where from here. Like let's see. Where does it put us to? Is it gonna point us to anything? No? No. Doesn't look like it's gonna actually point us at anything, but if I'm looking at our visual feed, there's something ahead of us, maybe? Yeah, there's something to the right of us. Alright. Oh, well, turns out if I had just gone to my astrogator, it would take me there. Oh, but that's a long time to go there. 13 days, 18 hours? Okay. Alrighty. So it takes us straight there. Oh, it's one of these. Awesome. Please don't cook me. That would be horrific if you cooked me. Let's see here. We could really use some processed iron to reinforce our frame. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we don't have a... That's cool to know. Once we get a mineral processor out here. Okay. And we are full up anyways, so we're going to head back to Enceladus. And then sell off our rather full ship of, or rather full cargo hold, it looks like. Alright. Okay. We are here. We got 78,000 worth. We need to sell all of it because we were in the hole. So our repairs look like actually some fairly significant damage. We'll leave everything that's over 95%. And then look at equipment. The NT Mining Companion. I want to look at that for the right low. Okay, nothing there yet. We do have the cargo container that we could get. We don't have the processor yet. Right. What does this do? Specialized module for disposable nanodrone components, capable of rapid delivery of selected parts to the drone. Gotcha. Which won't matter until we get a drone processing. We have the extended, which is fine. Got the twin turbine, which is probably up to the dual capacitor. Don't need extra fuel or bigger fuel yet. Autopilot. Pre-trained. Adapt to mid-flight changes to shift configuration, mass shifts, and thruster damage. Okay, so it's just a better autopilot, but in oddly specific ways. It looks like it would help us in the long run. Still can't do the higher resolution LiDAR, which is fine. We're going to do that. Habitat 5. Well, that was Habitat 5. Omen transfer. Let's go. Let's look at going a little further in quickly. Don't want to overshoot our money too much. Then we'll head back out for another run. All right, so we're already fairly deep into the ring, it looks like. I mean, not super deep, but faster than if we'd started right on the edge. All right. All right, and we filled up with really not much going on. A couple of other ships in the area. Hail area. Huh. Where is... Okay, so we could head in... Ooh. I have a question about that. So if I head roughly over here somewhere, we might find this ship. Okay. Okay. So we found a body? Weird. Ah, and we've lost a couple. Alright. That's gonna... come on, stop spinning. Any moment now. Yeah, get that back in. Alright. It's good they were just low value pieces, but... There's people out here. All right. That's mildly disturbing. Huh. I guess that makes sense that there'd be, this kind of thing. But all right, so these are the crew of the ship. Wonder if I could find the ship wrecked out here. It's got to be around here somewhere, right? Come on. Let's pick up the person. All right. If nothing else, we can return them to station and get them a proper burial, I guess. Looks like it actually is fairly valuable to do that. But where? Huh. There's no ETH4521 ship notification out here. But maybe the ship is nearby. We'll see what happens. Come on. Slow down. There we go. Then remembering to hit the right button helps. All right. Let's try. Finish rescuing these. Now, let go of the rock. Let go of the frickin' rock. Come on. All right. Come on. Oh. Oh. Well then. They're just making personal calls on my ship. I see how it is. I can't get the. Whoa, what's going on there? See if I can shove anything further down. Okay, so that's kind of it. All right. Where's that at? Okay, so that's straight south of us. Almost straight south. And we'll have to leave two bodies out here, but we can grab the ship. Maybe. if that is a ship. Somebody else will be out here to clean up the rest of this. Pretty sure. Just interesting to see what's out here. Alright. I can't find this other hail error. Oh, could that be it? Way up over that way? I don't know, maybe. Is it worth going and looking? Possibly. Alright. Okay, so that's where the one marker was. That's the actual ship, so now where is this other one showing up at? I just can't seem to find that one. Which, maybe it's just not worth looking for it at this point and take back what I've got. Which is still rather sizable. Apparently recovering um, remains is, profitable in itself, let alone finding the ship or a salvage ship, which granted, I can't imagine that that's, not a pretty penny, which is why I'm like, maybe I should be trying to do this. Maybe it's... Oh, come on. Come on. See on the visual feed that there is something very shiny over this way. Maybe that's where I'll find it. We'll see if a new arrow pops up once I get a little closer to where that shiny dot is. Because I know our radar isn't exactly super far. Or LiDAR. Gotta be careful of our propellant and fuel, too. Alright. Alright, we're gonna make a trip out of here. Tape beam relay. Thanks, it's my sister. So how do we go for that? It's not the SE one. Alright, well, let's get out this way. There we go. And we can get the heck out of here. Huh. If your reactor gets cold, it actually... I mean, I suppose that makes sense. It is a nuclear reactor. That energy emission goes down. So let's see here. Anomalies, 120,000. We made 176,000 on that run. So yeah. That puts us at quite a jump up. 99%. It's really expensive to replace. Let's replace that one. Replace that one. The others are in serviceable condition. What about here? Cargo bay, cargo bay. Wanted to see. Okay, it's Still a little outside our price range to get the MPU, the first one. Okay. So it's still... I mean, these are the default thrusters, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, those are not default. So where do we get the... Well, that's the power and the power balancer. Does this thing just have like a huge amount of problems with power generation in general? It's the ultra capacitor that we've got is the dual ultra. Okay. So if I upgrade to this, we're looking at got enough power. Is it the thermal? Huh. Looks like that would be fine. And upgrade our fuel rods. Okay. Should be alright there. Auxiliary power. We don't have the space for that. Okay. Let's look at crew. We got the 2 crew members we've got. Could hire this guy who is better at mineral discovery and price prediction. She's a good engineer. She's better than this guy. Okay. And with that, I think we will be done with this for the moment. We'll do another episode of this, at least. Thank you for joining me here by the campfire. If you like the video, like it. If you have questions, comments, concerns, any remarks, how was your day? Recommendations, let me know down in the comments below. And as always, have a wonderful day.